Hi guys, I'm here to show you how to do the lab if you don't know how to do it. So let's reset. So what you want to do is, first of all, you should read the textbook and my notes on energy. And basically there's two kinds of energy. There's kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy is when something's moving. It's energy of motion, and potential energy is related to how high something is. If this is high, then it has a high potential energy. Okay, so to do this lab, first you click grid, then you click speed, and then you create a ramp. The way you create a ramp is you're going to go from 8 down to 1, and you can make it be any shape you want. Let's do it, but you want a kind of straight line. Okay, so you just kind of want a straight line, and you're going to put your skater at the top. Try to rest at the top. Okay. It's a little tough to do that, but you're going to pause it. Put the skater at the top and pause it. You can't really see the skater because he's out of the picture. Right now, the skater is at about 8 meters high. Um, and right now, the skater is not moving, so its speed is 0. So to do this lab, what you want to do is, first of all, you assume the mass is 80 kilograms. And what you do is you press this step through button to let the skater start moving. Now, you see this speed tells you the velocity. Unfortunately, it's not labeled. However, this here is 0 meters per second. This is 1 meter per second. This is 2 meters per second. This is 3 meters per second. This is 4 meters per second. This is 5 meters per second. And these small tick marks, that will be 0.5 meter per second, 1.5 meter per second, 2.5 meters per second over here. So you just have to know that, and it says that in the instructions. So you start at 8 meters with a velocity of 0, but already by the time he's gone down to about 7.5 meters, already the speed is about 1.25 meters per second. So the idea is to go down to about 7 meters here. Okay, here now the speed is now 2 meters per second. So you write down 2 meters per second for the speed here, and then you go down another meter, and then you write down the speed when he gets to 6. When he's at 6 meters, now his speed is 4 meters per second. So for each altitude means the horizontal line. This is 8 meters, this is 6 meters, this is 4 meters, right? You write down the speed at every time he gets to, like now he's at 5 meters altitude, and the speed is about 4.6 meters per second. Now when he gets down to 4 meters per second, his speed is now about 5.2 or so. So you can see his speed is increasing. Now at 3 meters per second, sorry, at altitude of 3, he's about 6 meters per second. And then finally, when the skater gets down to 1, they're going at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 meters per second. So that's pretty much all you do. The only thing is that you're going to repeat this just to check it. Put the skater back and repeat and try to um, make sure you do it right. Okay, you don't want that to happen, so you have to redo it. You can start him right here at 0 meters per second, and 8 altitude is 8, and now go down to 7 meters per second. You can see he's going 2 meters per second. Altitude is 7, now the altitude is 6. He's going 4 meters per second. So you just write down the number in the lab manual, in the worksheet. So you need the worksheet from the lab manual, and you also need the instructions for the new virtual lab. You need both of those things. And you just need to write the data into the worksheet, and you're going to send me the worksheet and your graphs. Okay? So you're going to need to be able to plot in Excel, but I know you know how to do that. So this is pretty straightforward. The key thing is to read the textbook before you do the lab so you understand what is kinetic energy, and read my notes, and read the YouTube video on energy so you understand what is energy. Okay, thank you.